Howdy, howdy, y'all. It's Sir Cowpoke, and welcome on back to Valheim. We are going to be continuing building our little base, and we just got done with our forge, our big old, well, not actually that big, but our blacksmith section, our Viking blacksmith. So next up, we actually have a two-in-one building, and it's going to be a tavern slash farm type thing. It's supposed to be as like a small community tavern that's going to have all the food, and it's also going to be where we're going to make all the stuff. But I got some ideas with it. It's going to be pretty awesome. And yeah, because our temporary stuff, let me show you that around. Show you that because we got this sucker in here, which does not belong in our little home. And then we have like this stuff to the side. We really need to get this cleaned up. Need to get this all moved out and get that away from there. We really need to get like a food section and everything else. Also, before we go too crazy, I want to show off this section because I did come in and put some extra little decorations, a little new, like this guy's new. And I also saw a comment about putting a forge next to the bellows to see it like make it seem like I'm actually doing some actual work and everything else. I thought that was a cool idea, so I came in and played around with it and moved some stuff around in it. It looks kind of cool. I got my tools up there. Got my bellows there so I can blow into the fire, grab some tools, hit the anvil, come over here and work on that. It's like, it's a nice thing. I love that comment. Any comments like that, I would love to try them. Would love to hear them, and I'll give them a go, see what it's like. And yeah, we got the rest of the stuff decorated. We got some shields in here. We got some more tools. We got some stuff pretty cleared out. So let me head over to the spot that I'm going to want and make sure I got all the stuff. So I'll see you to the spot where we're going to be building this lovely tavern. And here's the spot that I cleaned out. This is where I'm going to put the tavern slash farm section. It's actually going to sit kind of around here. It's not going to be nearly this big. I don't plan on it to be that big. But I want it to come out, and then I'm going to have like a little mini farm that's going to be attached to it. It's going to be like a back way to it so that you can grow vegetables and all the things you need for the tavern to make food and all that great stuff. Maybe try to put some pigs in there. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But the design of the house is, I want it to be like one of those real old, real traditional Viking type buildings. So, you know, the ones that what they do is they bring in the boats and they use the boats as the roofs of their building. So I kind of want to try to see if I can build a roof that's kind of like that. It's going to, well, majority of the roof is going to be, it's going to be like a long boat type shape and everything for the roof. So I'm going to start putting in some of the sections to try to gauge how big I'm going to need it and how big of a long boat and all that stuff. And to see if I can actually get that shape down. So let's get straight to building, guys. Starting off, I got my little 2-foot back, but I do know that I'm going to want to put these two big, giant, beautiful doors for the tavern, but I'm not going to use the materials at the moment and grab the forge. That's going to be later. So I'm going to use these as the gauge. So we're definitely going to have two of these guys. So this will let me gauge just how big and long the tavern, the right build, just so I can get an idea of how this should go. So let me put that there and that there, and whoop, need to repair my tools. So here's my core outline right here. Oh, and then let's see if I can get one more. There we go. This is going to be like the door section to the back cooking area and everything like that. I think that'll be the grand little section there. But I want to see what I can do to get a boathouse. Let's try to get the boat roof on here. That's the core structure, and then we're going to build around that. I think that's what we're going to do here. And as you can notice, I used little like half logs here. That way I can easily connect. So if I want to do stuff like this, it could easily connect, and I don't have to worry about it as much. So let's get up here and see about this roof. I think that's going to turn out kind of cool. What do you think? So that's just going to be one end. It's going to be on both ends. And this is going to be a giant boat, but it's going to be a boat for sure. It's going to be that boat type roof. So let me get the other part and the other side in. And let me fill in the rest of the roof, which is pretty much, you know how that's going to look. It's going to be kind of like this. And then I'm going to put the other side on here. So let me take care of that because the fog's rolling in. And that doesn't really look all that great. Boom, there we go. We got ourselves a boat frame. It's a big boat. But we're just going to wrap this up saying it's a ginormous Viking boat that was used to transport a ton of materials, ton of goods, and a ton of people, and blah, 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 and animals. That's just why it's that big. I gotta eat some food. Now we're gonna eat that. And that's why it's so monstrous, but I think it might turn out pretty cool. So the roof that I'm gonna want on this part is thatch, because that's what they used to cover up a lot of their boat roofs and stuff like that, because they had, you know, the wood sections already, and then they put thatch on top of it to make sure to actually do the extra protection. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a thatched roof over this, and then I might do some underneath decoration, or try to put some wood underneath it to make it look like the underneath is all wood, but on top is thatch. We're going to play with that, see how that turns out. But first, let me thatch this all out, get the rest of this up, and see what that looks like when that's all done. All right, let's get to work. We've pretty much got the entire roof on here, all the way across, except for over there, because I want to show you how I did this. It's pretty simple, how I actually got that to work out. It took me a couple different tries. I'm going to do some different things here and there. Actually, I don't need to build that. I can just enter or get on top of my roof from over here. It's actually turned out pretty nice. I didn't think that actually turned out pretty slick. It actually gives you that dome look, the look that I was actually going for. And so what I'm going to do, so pretty much all you do is you take the big guy here. I got to move out the way. And then you just start outlining it from there, just like that. You got to be careful not to snap on from the bottom section. You want to snap on from the top, just because it won't turn out right if you do it. If you don't snap it on there, I fell down. Fell down! Back up there. Get back up there. Come on. Let's go. Yeah. Then, come on, let's get. Nope, don't fall down. There we go. See, it can snap there, but you don't want it to snap there. You want it to snap there, like that. And then you just get the rest of it all the way around on the outside. Don't fall down, please. Boom. And there you go. You got that nice little section there. And the next, you take little dude. There's this dude, and it should be plenty to cover up everything else and get all those stuff. And then there you go. You got yourself nice dome section both ends. So it kind of looks like it's going. It kind of looks like it's a upside down boat roof. I think it's going to turn out really cool. The rest of this build's going to be pretty cool. Oh, come here, you. Come here, you. Come here, you. Thank you. And then what I'm going to do in here, I have some ideas, because you need a sitting area in the boat. So I'm going to put together like some flat sections, make it look like it really is a boat underneath and everything else. And now I also want to, we don't need these guys in here anymore. They're just in the way. And so what we're going to have here is this is going to be the bar section right here. And this is the door that's going to lead out in the back section. That's going to have your storage, and it's going to have all that type of stuff right there. Because the other thing I want to do is we're going to want a nice, we're going to want a super nice fireplace in here. So I'm actually going to build a fire section kind of right here, like a nice big fire pit, or a fireplace. That's what I'm going for. Fireplace that's going to be right here. That's going to open up into the entire room. You can sit around and have a nice little fire section there. And then I'm going to have another fire section over here. That's where all the big cooking and all that great stuff's going to be. And yeah, so let me knock out. So what I'm going to knock out next is I'm going to fill this in, and then let's go ahead and put a floor in here. That way we get the rest of the engagements and everything else, and then we'll put that in there. So let me knock out the floor and fill in this section in here to get all nice and pretty looking. And yeah, we'll see what it looks like from there. Here we go. I think the bottom of this section looks pretty good. So like you have the 2 stools there, 2 stools there, and this is where like the mast sits or whatnot or something like that. The mast will sit in there, and then that's what actually is for the boat and everything else. I think it's turning out pretty nice. And I got the floor in there. Floor's just basic and stuff, but I think the boat roof is actually pretty cool, and it kind of looks like a boat. I mean, I could have came in here and put these shingles on there, but that just wouldn't look right. That's not what a side of a boat looks like, and then that's not what they did anyways. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to work on expanding into this section and this section back here, because this is where the chimney's going to go and the outside section. So we're going to be building up against the boat and everything else. Kind of like this boat got stuck here. It was a basic thing, and then we built against it and built around it and whatnot, and really get it nice and taverny and everything like that. It's gonna be pretty cool. And then what I'm gonna do for the walls, that's why I brought this stone section over here, is I'm gonna put an outline of stone around here. So I'm gonna actually make this kind of look like a nice stone prop, like a nice section. So I'm gonna start working on that, and let's see what that looks like. Yeah. Let me go. I actually need to go get some stone. I don't have any stone. So let's start getting in there. All right, there we go. And this is what. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Now, do I want this sucker like? I don't want it bumped up against anything, because that's not gonna make sense. Or we could. Yeah. No. Like, let's see here. If I decided to, let's just say, put like that there, put that in the inside, and then put this guy like there, and then we could have this guy there. Yeah. I think that's what we're looking for right there. I think that's what we're looking for. So let's break that down. Clean that up a little bit. Go. And there we go. Boom. There we go. I think that's going to look pretty slick. Pretty slick. And then that guy goes there. Paste this dude in. Just like that. So that's where we're going to have the big fireplace. It's section like that. That's going to turn out pretty cool. And let's see here. And for over here, let's see here. Because we're going to have a cooking station. Trying to think this through. I'm going to go through some plans, some ideas, and then I'll show you what I come up with. All right, so here's my thinking on this. Back here is like the cooking section, so I decided to put this section right here. It does not need to be a big place. Does not need to be a big place at all. We're gonna have a few chests here, not a lot. We don't need a whole lot because this is a section tavern. And the big dude, which is this dude, he's gonna be out here with everything else. I'm gonna have that propped up, kind of like I had in a previous build. So he's gonna be out there. This is just going to be where the pot goes. I mean, that's all I need it for. I don't need it for the big meat cooking, because that's where this is going to go, and I can put that out here. And then we can say, oh, the Vikings can come in, whatever they kill, throw up your meat and cook it yourself, and blah, 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 blah. And then, so I'm going to build a second, like, little cooking chimney for this guy, and then a big, nice chimney for this. And then I'm going to taper a roof over here. And the upgrades that go for here, there's going to be like 2 of them. Both of these could fit. Then there's going to be a second one that can go there and there. And then and then underneath it, there is, we do know there's a chopping board. There it is, that guy right there. So he could easily be stuck somewhere underneath and be perfectly, or like, I could stick him like over here and it won't take up like any room or anything like that. It'll just be perfect. I think that'd be great. And then this is where I'm gonna have a mini door. So I'm gonna have a door that comes in here. And this is where it's gonna lead out to the garden and everything like that. Now I don't think I'm going to have a covered section here because we'll just turn this into garden as well. It'll just be a covered section of the garden. I think that'd be kind of cool, kind of nifty, all in its own. And the other thing I'm thinking is now for here, I don't have the logs. But we could do like maybe, what would a stone? Nah, I don't think this would look out too well. So I was thinking about like putting some beam connectors to this, but nah, it should be fine. I think it should be fine. And then we do want this section covered, so we can do a couple things with this. We can do another big double door that leads out to this back patio section. So we put that there, they'll open up there and people can come out, but then you can't really put chairs out, the whole thing. So you might leave it open, might get it. No, we do need to close it. We do need to close it. So maybe it's kind of like there's the door here, opens up, and then there's the sitting area there. Maybe a couple little chairs right next to each other. I think that might work. And then, yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and build up the chimney up this section, and then I'm going to build this little mini chimney up and everything else, and then outline the rest of this in the little stone that's going to be going around. And yeah, then we're going to see what that looks like when I am done. There we go. We got ourselves a nice big fireplace for the entire little tavern that we got going on right here. And then we got this all paved out. We're not paved out, but put a floor in here, put these little beams here and everything. And then I went ahead and came in here. I was messing around with this, trying to get a good idea. So that's going to be the roof. Like, this is supposed to be just a small nook for little storages to put some basic stuff in, to do some cooking and everything in here. All that's going to be right here, so we'll have that there. We'll have that there, and then once we get the pots and pans figured out, I don't even think I have that upgrade yet. I think it's like silver or something for that. But I'm thinking I can put it up here. Pretty sure I can find some room with it. And then this is the little door that comes out. Here's the little roofs that I made. Or not the little roofs, but the chimneys. The chimneys came out pretty nice, pretty nice. They're not the most glamorous thing in the world, but they'll do their trick. They'll definitely do the trick. Now, I do need to put this roof on here, but that roof, I don't want it to be thatched. I don't want it to be thatched because it's like the addition or add-on to it. So what I'm going to do, grab my arrows, is where is my... There it is. Look at all this black tar that we picked up. Tons of black tar, tons and tons and tons of black tar. So I'm going to put a black tar roof on this section. And let's see what it looks like. I'm just curious what the black tar roof is going to look like with the rest of this. And don't worry, I actually have some other plans. I'm going to really deck this place out to make it look spiffy and pretty cool. Let's see, where's those roof? Where's that roof? There it is. There it is. Nah, that's the too bigger one. Too big. So we need to do that one, and that one. There we go. Do that. Come on. There we go. What am I missing? All right. There we go. Just see what that looks like real quick. Repair. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's actually going to look kind of cool when it comes right off of there, just like that. I mean, you're going to have this. It's supposed to look like it was added to it, and this is going to help with that look. That it looks like this section was added to the boat section and everything else like that. And it looks like I am going to have to come in here and add the rest of the bones and stuff to it, but I think that's going to look pretty cool. So this is going to be like the addition. It's going to come down here. It's actually going to go all the way to here and everything else, and I think that's going to look pretty cool. So let me grab that real quick, and yeah, I think that's going to look pretty slick. And so I'm going to go grab some more wood. And so what I'm actually going to do here at this point, we're pretty much all set with this tavern. I just got to come in, put some final details, the final walls, the windows. So this is like the type of windows I'm going to have around. It's going to turn out real slick, real nice, I think. And then I'm going to have that all the way around here. I'm going to put in the bar section. That all goes there. And I'm going to put some extra little surprise details in here. And it's going to look spiffy. And the only thing that's going to be out here, like I said, it's just going to be a garden section. A mini, small garden section. Enough just to have some plants and grow some vegetables. It does not need to be a giant operation by any stretch of imagination. We have those in this world. But this is supposed to be like a mini one and everything else. So what I'm going to do from this point on, I'm going to finish all of this out, and then we're going to see what this bad boy looks like when it's all said and done. Hell yeah. And welcome to Cowpoke's Tavern. It is all completed. Check it out. So I extended this section out. I added in the doors. I even put this monument right there. I love it. Then I came in and started redoing all those pillars, those posts, into the little dark wood stuff. And check out the windows. You can see inside. Look how cool it is inside. You want to see what's inside? Yeah, I know you all want to see what's inside. So we open this good old double doors up, and ta-da! It is so amazing. Check it out. We got the little archways in here. We got seatings. Check out those chairs. Those chairs are awesome. I love them. And we got this table in here. I would have put the big giant table in, but it just did not fit. I tried. It does not fit. And then behind here is like the little entryway, so you can put up your weapons or whatnot, whatever you want. We got some shield decorations. Check out the lining all the way around inside. So it's like you walk in, you're like underneath a big giant ship in a tavern, so you can get some drinks. You can sit down and be like, "Oi, bartender, give me some mead." And we already got some mead already brewing. It's all actually already ready. And we got our some nice trophies. We can always put some more in here. Big old fireplace, the big old hooks and everything turned out great. The little sitting outside. Now outside, I decided to use the regular chair because it's outside. I don't want the nice chairs getting ruined out in the weather. That's just not right. But we got some good lighting. I love these windows. I love how that all turned out. It looks amazing. The Hearth and Home update just makes things pop even more. It's awesome. And we can easily get back here just fine. We got some food up here. You can grab some of this. Check it out. Check it out. Boom. And be like, yes, we got some tasty meat. And see, we got plenty more. Oops. Got plenty more to do from there. And I gotta keep remembering to do that, the control click thing, the left control click. And then back here is the kitchen. Check out the kitchen. It's a small little hovel. It doesn't need to be big. It's just all it's in here is to cook some food. Be like, yes, I want to cook all the food. Then we got our chopping board right here, so we can cut. We have room to put up the pots when we get the pots. When that whole section comes in, we got a few things for chests. We got a somewhat organized. Some plant-based stuff, our veggies, some veggies, and some meats there, and we got some spare food that we put in there. Got our hanging stuff here, and then out this door right here is a nice little walk patio to our lovely vegetable garden and our honey outside. Workbench here so we can fix up anything inside, but it's outside, doesn't matter. And I love how this little company, it just covers it, so no worries there. And then out here is more like, this is where I put the berries. I might put the berries inside and the veggies out here. I don't know. I'll have to toy with that a little bit. Get out of there, you piece of wood. Get out of there. And then up there is, extra seeds and our rake. So we got some onions. Did I ever pick up an onion? I guess I had picked up an onion. I don't remember. So we got some onions. We got some, I've had to pick up onions to plant seeds, Billy. But we got our things. You can see we were under attack a little bit, but it's all right. We got all that. So all the honey's happy. All the bees are happy. This turned out great. Let me know down in the comments if you think so as well. It just looks amazing. It really is. And then you sit over here, over here to get some really good, get a really good view. Check that out. Just sit down. Yeah. So yeah, check all that out. That looks amazing. Gotta love those studs. Gotta love the studded furniture and everything else. It just looks amazing.